Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a cool little biblically themed card game called Animo, the Living Deck Bible Verse game. Animo is a little card game in the vein of Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, where players have these little Bible virtues, which are represented by cute little characters. Let me see if I can find one. Cute little characters like this, that they're going to use to defeat sin that the other player is throwing onto them. Kind of like when you're battling the other player in Magic, you're playing cards down to fight their characters. But in this, there's only one baddie that's getting fought at a time. So I may play a Sinny down, and then the other player has to attack that before they can score points. If there isn't a Sinny down, every time you activate one of your animals, you score a pile of points, and you're trying to be the first person to either defeat 6 Sinnies or get to a certain threshold of points, depending on how many cards you're using. That's a quick overview. Let's go down the table, see how it plays. Alright, so here is a game of Animo set up for 2 players. And let me go over setup real quick. So each player is going to get a deck. In this case, I'm using a starter deck, so each player has half a deck. They're going to get half a deck sorted out by the little character on the bottom right there. So this deck all belongs to that little character. They're going to get some scorecards, which will look like this. You can keep track of them by just kind of Hero Realm style by marking your points that you have. There are 3 cards because the scoring goes to 60 or 40 if you're playing half a game, which is what I'm playing. And then each player's going to get dealt 5 cards. So let me show you what the cards look like real quick. There are a couple different types of cards. There are story cards, which you can play once per round or per turn. They're going to let you do something. There are sinnies, which look like this, which are the bad guys that you're going to play on your opponent that they have to defeat before they can get points. And then there are power cards, which are basically like mana from Magic that are going to let you activate your Animo when you play them. So let's get started, and I will start playing. Alright, so it's this player's turn. They drew their 5 cards. So on their turn, they can play 1 Sinny, they can play 1 story card, they can play 1 power card, and they can play up to 4 Animo, but they only have 5 cards. So in this case, this player is going to play a power, so they'll go ahead and play that down. And they're going to play a Sinny toward their opponent. And I don't really know the best layout, so I'll just put it like that. And the Sinny is going to go right there. So this player has to fight this Sinny. And this, that's a terrible Sinny. Let's play this one. We'll play the one we showed you. It's a 15. So they're going to need some big bads for that. So there's a Sinny out. So they have to fight this before they can do anything else. I don't have anything else I want to do. So I am just going to be done. Alright, then this player's turn. On your turn you draw up to 5, but we start out with 5, so we will start. So all this player's deck is the sun. The little yellow creature down there in the bottom is the deck name. So this is one of their animos. You didn't get to see an animo from the other player's deck. So this is Gratify. Basically every character is an animal incarnation of like a biblical principle or virtue. So they're going to be used to defeat the evil sins or fear or whatever that the other players are playing on them. So first thing they're going to do is they're going to play a power. They're going to play hope. So they're going to play power over like this. And then they're also going to play a Sinny. They have a big monster Sinny as well, the Filth Fling. So they'll play a Sinny right here. Let me set this up so both players are set up the same. Go over here. This is the score. We don't need to really be focused on that too much. Alright, so they both have a Sinny. They both have a power. This player is going to start playing some Animo. So they're going to play Gratify. You can play as many creatures down in front of you as you want, up to 4. And level 1 creatures have to be played down first. A level 2 has to be played on a level 1 of the same type, and then a level 3 if there are any. So in this case, I'm going to play this down. And it costs 1 hope to play, so I'm going to go ahead and tap the hope. And I'm going to use the 4 hope and put it on this Sinny. So now I only need 11 more to defeat this Sinny. Do they want to do anything else? And They did not want to do anything else, so they are done. Then it's back to this player. They're going to draw back up to 5. Ooh, they finally have some Animo. All right. So they have a Brave Ninja Animo. So he's from Bravery. So they're going to play that down. And they're going to activate it because they want to start getting in on some action too. So they're going to tap this, and they're going to pull this guy over here. Nope, they're not going to do that yet. Just kidding. They're not going to tap that yet. All right, let's see what else we got. And that's all they want to do right now. So they're just going to play 1 Animo, and they're going to do nothing else. So this player's turn, they're drawing back up to 5. They have lots of Animo. So you can see some Animos they have. They have this one. It's a little level 1. They have this one. It's a level 1. It has an extra power when it's activated. And they have a mana that they're going to play. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to untap their power. Then they're going to play the love down. And they're going to play some more Animos. So they'll play Turley Wall, which is a level 1. And they'll play Furball, which is a level 1. Now let's look at this Turley Wall. So as you can see, it requires 1 heart. And the purple is anything. So this needs 2 mana to play. So I could play this right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to sit it there and I'm going to build up my small group. And then I'm done. So then it goes back to this player. I'm just going to play till 1 Sinny is defeated, then I'll show you some scoring, and then I'll be done. Alright, so here's another type of card. Equipment. These are going to go on to Animos to help defeat the big bads. And they're going to do a special thing when they get attached. So this is going to give the Animo an extra 3 points. So that's pretty good. Alright, so let's see here. We are going to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to this. And I have no power that I can play. I don't really want to do anything else. I'm going to discard this Sinny, actually. Because you can discard as many cards as you want. And then I'm done. Because I'm not going to activate anything yet. Then it's back to this player. They have 2 cards, so they're going to draw up to 5. They got power. They got some equipment too, so they're going to play another power. Another hope. And they're going to play this equipment. Nope, they're not going to. Well, this player has an equipment too. So this is the same whenever you would normally discard an Animo, which is every time you activate it, this card gets discarded instead. But I'm not going to play that right now. So I'm just going to discard this Sinny because I don't need it. And then I'm done. Back to this player. They have 3 cards, so they're going to draw 2 more. They got another power. So they got another power over here. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. We got a level 2 of the little character we have out. So we're going to upgrade this card to this. So now it's worth a 7 plus a 3. It's now worth a 10. And we can activate it now, but we're not going to because I want to kill this bad boy. But look what we can do here. We have level 3 of the same guy. So I'm going to put that there. And now I'm going to activate it. So I'm going to activate 1 power. I'm going to tap 1 faith. I'm going to activate this guy. He's worth 10, 13. He's going to put this over here. So this is now down to 13. So it needs 2 more. And then it'll be dead. So we're defeating the Sinny. 2 more points and it's dead. Alright, and then I think we've done enough there, so we are done. Back to this player. They have 3 cards. They're going to draw a couple here. Another story and another story. I'm not going to play any of these. But I need to start killing some Sinnies. This stinks. Stinks, I say. Stinks. Alright, I'm going to actually play this story card. I'm going to shuffle my hand into my deck and draw 4 cards. I don't have any great cards, so let's see what we can get. Oh, not that card. Can't do that card. Alright. Shuffle. Maybe we'll get some level 2s of these animals that we have out there. That'd be nice. Help us fight some stuff. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't play any more stories this round because you can only play 1. Alright. Nope. Dang. Still level 2. Alright. So they're just going to be done. They're going to discard anger, and then they'll be done. Back to this player. They will draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to play following him, sheep. So we're going to be the shepherd, you know, like Jesus is the shepherd. And then we had the level 2. So we're going to play the level 2. So now that's worth an 8. And we'll go ahead and play this level 1 right here. And I'm going to activate some stuff because I need to get some points. So that we have 4 here. If I hit that with a... Okay, so I'm going to activate this one for 1. I'm going to dump this over here. So that'll be 8 more. That's 12. And then... I can't activate that one yet, so I'm done. All right, back to this player. They have 3 cards. They're going to draw 2. Bunch of stories, which are not helping a ton. Oh, this will help. Search your deck for 1 power card, excluding prayer. Prayer is a wild. It counts as all the power cards. And then place it in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. 1 power card, 1 story card. All right. So 1 power card. 1 story card, so we will just take, I don't have any, so we'll just take the power card. Then I either shuffle the deck, and done. All right, so then I haven't played a power, so I'm going to go ahead and play another hope. Now, let's see what we can do here. Still do not have any extra baddies. Oh, I put this on the wrong one, whoops. So this actually goes here. So that'd be 13. So this will be 21 actually. So I would have gotten 6 points. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So then you're going to mark the points. You can see the scorecard. Just going to take another card and mark it. So now I have 6 points. So I'm in the lead right now. And then all these cards come over here. They get discarded. This card is this person's, I believe. Yes. So that'll get discarded, but I'll keep it so I know that I've conquered 1. And then it's still this player's turn. Sorry about that. Got confused. So I cannot do anything again. So I'm going to go ahead and discard a couple cards because I need to get moving. All right, so done. And if you run out of cards in your deck, you lose. So you're trying to balance what you want to play and, you know, how many cards you have left so you don't just get wiped out. All right, so now this player doesn't have a sinny, so I can just go ahead and play my Animos and I'll get a pile of points. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to play another Animo down. It's the caterpillar. Looks like this. He doesn't cost anything to activate, so I'm going to activate him now. So that's worth 2 points. So I mark that, bring this down to 8. Then I want to activate this guy for 2 mana or power. He hits for 4. Since they don't have any sinnies, they all go through. So now I'm at 12. So I'll turn this and I am at 12. And then that will be the end of my turn because I need to have a sinny out. No, I have a sinny out already. Yep, so I'm done. So yeah, you're going to play like that until in a full game somebody gets to 60 points or 6 sinnies. Or if you're playing with the starter deck, which is what I'm playing with right here. So each player basically has half a deck. You're going to play till somebody gets 40 points or 3 sinnies. So in this case, I have 12 and 1 sinny. They don't have any sinnies or 0, and they have 0. So this player's in the lead. So that is how Animo works. Let's go to the top, and I'll tell you what I think about it. All right, so that was Animo. I got to say, this is an enjoyable little game. It's in the similar vein to Pokemon, which I haven't played a ton, but I have played a lot of Magic, and it scratches the same itch, but it actually has, you know, good Bible verses on it and good premise behind the game. But the gameplay is actually really fun as well. You're just drawing cards. You're playing down these little animals in groups of 4 in front of you. You may be able to upgrade some from a level 1 to a level 2 or from a level 2 to a level 3, depending on, you know, if that previous character that's down meets the new character that you have. You're trying to play story cards to help you get through your deck to find some other stuff you want, but you're trying not to go through your deck too quickly because if you run out of cards, you lose. Just like in Magic, you can mill yourself. You have equipment cards that you can put on your Animos. You have power cards are going to let you activate your Animo. There are different types of power cards. And there's a prayer card, which I didn't show you, but it's essentially, it counts as either faith, hope, or love in the power. There's 3 different kinds of power in the starter deck. So the prayer could be used as any type of that, or it's just a generic one. And then you're trying to be the first person to defeat all the other players' sinnies that they're throwing in your way, or just get a pile of points. So if another player isn't getting sinnies in their hand when they're drawing, you can just keep activating some Animos and getting some points. It's a cool little fun game. It's family friendly. I can see kids maybe 5 or 6 playing this, maybe, as long as they can read, I guess, because there's some text on the cards. So with that being said, there's 2 different versions in the game. Sharpen Your Sword, which is what I showed you, where you're kind of attacking sinnies and it's a little meaner. Or there's a Search Your Heart version, which I didn't show you and it's super easy. You're basically just taking cards from your deck, trying to put the highest point cards down in this cross pattern before the other player does it. So say I think I have a better points than you. I'll say Search Your Heart, and then we'll each flip our cards and see who has the most points. It's a simple game. This was more probably the kid-friendly game. I probably won't play that personally, but I can see how a lot of families could probably sit down with their kids and play this game. Teach them some concepts about, hey, you know, this card is worth extra points, so you're going to want to make sure this is down. Just a kind of an engine building game. It's less attacking. I mean, you're not really attacking in the other game, but the Search Your Heart is basically you're kind of doing your own thing and just trying to get better luck of the draw than your opponent. But yeah, I also have 2 expansion decks that I didn't play with, but they're just different characters, different kinds of power cards, different stories, a little more flavor, and each of them have, I think, 50 some cards, because a full deck's supposed to have 50 or 60. So each of the expansion packs have, I don't know, 59 or 56 or something. And you can take those cards, mix them however you want. You just want to make sure that you have appropriate power cards in there for cards that you're putting in. And you can't have more than 60 cards in a deck. Really simple game, really cool game. I like that it's a biblically themed game. There aren't enough games that are biblically themed that are actually interesting to play, and I appreciate that more are coming out, and I'm going to continue to search them out and review them because they need to get some love. So yeah, that is Animo, and I hope you dug the review. And if you want to see more, check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/boardgamemechanics. You can see videos from me, Joel, Katie, and Kim. We also have a podcast at bgmechanics.com. You can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/theboardgamemechanics. And we're on Twitter at bgmex, and we're on Instagram at boardgamemechanics. That's all the social media. So hope you enjoyed the review, and keep gaming.